All right, it's mounted up on the lathe, and I ripped off all the bottom as much as I can, and then I broke out the plastic just so I could get it to actually spin. Now this has been sitting around for quite a while, drying the blank originally, and now I just put the epoxy in there, so obviously it's uneven. So I'm using my tailstock here to make sure that it's not going to fly off of here. And I have the lathe at my lowest speed, which is 400 RPMs. And I'm just gonna, gently kind of gently get all this rough material off of here and round it out, get it true again, and then we'll start shaping a bowl. I'm gonna start with my bowl gouge here. So I had to stop and sharpen all my tools. They got dull really fast on this, and when you use dull tools on acrylic, it likes to chip out on you. It's not the end of the world because I still have some rounding to do, so it doesn't really matter. Now this isn't a very thick bowl, so in order to get this other side nice and square, so I could try to turn it up to a higher speed, because that's also part of my problem. It doesn't want to cut smooth going from the soft wood to the hard acrylic, soft wood, hard acrylic. It's being difficult, but I can't turn it up. I have it on the lowest speed right now. So in order to do this and be able to get the other side, and I'm gonna have to flip it around anyways to hollow it out, there's no room for a recess or a tenon. So basically what I did was I squared this off really good, and I'm gonna glue it on, and then I'll make my own tenon, and at the end we'll take it off. So with this, you got to be really careful, because obviously there's a good chance that it breaks off, or so I'm putting a ton of glue on this, and the whole time I got to be really careful, because you don't want this to snap off on you. As you hollow it out, it will get a lot safer, but while it's a full piece of wood and it's not balanced completely, I still have to keep it at a low speed until I basically get it all rounded out and completely balanced. So in this, I'd say too much glue would be best. And I'm just using a scrap piece of wood I have lying around. And we'll let it dry for 24 hours because I want to make sure this is completely sealed on there. And then from there, we'll make a tenon, I'll flip it around, and then we'll square it off, and then we'll start shaping the whole thing. All right, it's been drying for 24 hours, and now I'm just gonna take my parting tool and actually just round it out really fast. All right, I have the tenon all rounded out. It's good. I'm gonna flip it around, true up the other side so I could turn up the speed, and then we'll flip it back around from there and start actually shaping it. This whole time I'm doing this, my blade went dull, and I'm like, I can't figure out why I can't get past this point. Keeps on throwing it off, and I realize, I don't know how, there's a piece of metal in here. It looks like a screw or some kind of nail or something from the past. I have no idea. I had this piece of wood given to me, so I don't know exactly. But now I gotta, this is gonna be the hollow side anyways. I'm just gonna dig that out. So give me a moment and I'm gonna dig it out. Not sure if you could see it. This is it. This definitely isn't a screw for me. This is like some kind of cheap aluminum screw. I don't know, but it was in there. I just used I put another little drill hole next to it, and then I took a screwdriver and I kind of hammered around it to loosen it up until I got it to pop out. This is all I did. But now I need to go and sharpen my tools again because it quickly dulled my bowl gouge. All of a sudden I noticed I couldn't get in there at all. It didn't want to cut. It was just kind of sitting there. So let me get my tools sharpened again, and then I'll come back. This project doesn't seem to want to cooperate, but we'll get there one way or the other. Okay, I really did a number on my chisels. I got them sharpened, and we're going to just finish smoothing this out. I'm going to start rounding it, and I'm going to have to slow down the speed again because the acrylic is a lot heavier. As you can see, there's a lot of acrylic on this side, and it wants to rest on that area. So it continues to be off balance no matter what. So I guess I'm just going to have to do this at a lower speed the whole time because it makes my whole table here shake. So I'm going to slow down the speed, and then we'll start rounding all this out. So I decided before I flip it around, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a little recess in this anyways, because for two reasons. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this perfectly back balanced. To flip it around, it's gonna be uneven again, and then I'm gonna have to take off more and smooth it all out. And rather than doing that, it's already on here, it's balanced. I'm just gonna make a recess, because this is gonna be our opening anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then I could flip it around, do the back, and then flip it back around. And then I want to apologize. My camera is giving me problems, and I've noticed that a lot of shaping this, my camera keeps on shutting off and on, and it may be time for a new one. So whatever you missed, I apologize. All right. Get my chisel to it and widen it a little bit, and then we'll continue on. So I have little divots and holes, just a little bit. Not many, just a couple. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take just clear epoxy, mix it up, fill them in, and then just smooth it out. And then I'm gonna sand this, and then we'll flip it around. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of smooth it out, sand it, and flip it around. So this whole time I've been talking about doing this as a bowl, but I think this wood is really beautiful, and I don't want to end up taking away most of it. So I think I'm going to put a little cove right in here, and I'm going to make this a hollow form is what I'm thinking I'm going to do. And I think it will be, I think it's going to come out real nice. I may lose some of this, which I like, but all the same, I'm going to get to keep more wood and show off more wood by doing it this way. I'm going to sand it and drill out the depth of how deep I could go, and then I'm going to start hollowing this out. That's about it. That's as deep as I could go. Now I have a surprise. You'll see in a minute. I got to set it up, but I'll show you how I'm going to hollow this out. All right, here it is. This is my surprise. I just got this. I'm going to be doing a review of this in maybe one of my next videos. I'll do a complete review, but I've never used it before, and we'll go through all of it. But so far, I'm impressed. It's really sturdy, really nice, heavy. It shouldn't, you know, I shouldn't really get any, the way it's designed, you shouldn't really get any catches, and it seems like it's going to do like a really, really good job. But I've never used it before, and I'm going to do it right now. We'll see how it goes. Well, without me buying another tool, this is as far and as hollow as I can make it. It's pretty good. I got over, I'd say 2 inches. Yeah, it's probably about right here. But they make another chisel that's kind of a question mark shaped, so you could get in here and really do it. And there's 2 ways around it. If I didn't want to buy that, which I'm gonna have to invest in it in the future anyways to continue to do stuff like this, but I could open this up more, but I don't want to. But the angle, this is as far, you know, of an angle as I could go. This is as far as I could put that out without it really starting to, you know, chatter on me. So this is kind of as hollow as I could get it. It's pretty good. It's pretty hollow. I mean, I probably have another 3/4 of an inch to maybe an inch more that I could have hollowed. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the job this did for, you know, not having the attachment and me making this hole so narrow. Next, I'm not going to bore you with more sanding, but I need to sand all this down, try to get in here the best I can. And then when we come back, I'll have that done. We'll flip it around on the chuck, and then we'll take off our tenon, sand that down, and then get ready for finish. Okay, I have it completely sanded down to 220, and I'm not going to show you the full finish. Almost on every video I've done, I've shown you how I finish it. So just like my last one where I did the bowl with the legs, I'm going to use the same. I like the way it came out. The Minwax White Bond Poly Clear Gloss, and basically you put a ton of this on it, you saturate it, and then you let it sit for about 10 minutes or so. Then you come back with a clean towel and you wipe it smooth on there, and then you let it dry. And then in between coats, you sand it to get a really nice finish. I was sanding it with 220, and then I put on another coat and another coat. And I put on several coats on the last one. I forgot what it was, but it came out really nice and smooth and glossy. And then I finished it on my buffing machine and I waxed it down. And I'm going to do the same thing with this. I do have a tip. So I'm sure all of you have seen my, people who follow me have seen my sander. They sell these, you can buy these online, and you know, you use them while it's on the lathe, you sand with it. Well, mine just happened to break, but rather than sit here and waste it, I didn't have one, and I think it's a good idea. I know they sell these too, but I didn't have one of my own. I ended up taking it completely out, and then I used it. Used it with my drill, and it actually helped me get down in there because I was having a hard time getting in there with my hand and everything. And this is great. You could use it on your lathe, and while it's spinning, you use it like that. But if you happen to have one of these that break, I guess don't just throw it away. Take the piece off. I'm probably going to take this collar too off of this. Maybe save the handle. I don't know. You never know when you could use this stuff. I could probably do something with this in the future. Who knows? We'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and finish it, and when we come back, it'll be completely finished. Like I said, I'll have it buffed out and waxed, and should be looking good. All right, so here we are. I just got done buffing it out on my system and waxing it, and it's shining and looking beautiful. I'm quite pleased with the way that it came out, and I'm happy that I end up not turning it into a bowl the way I planned on doing. Keeping all this dark wood, the knots, everything, I would have lost all that, and I think it really looks great keeping it on there, and I like the result of what was created. This is a really nice hollow form here. Anyways, I want to introduce, I started, in case anyone's interested, I started a Facebook page for Woodturners Journal. You know, I want it to be for people who are interested in wood turning, people who want to show off their ideas, talk about wood turning, learn from each other, give each other ideas, tips, and everything else. It's just a little friendly Facebook page to get to, you know, talk to other wood turners, or like I said, show off your work and hopefully inspire other people to start wood turning or get back into wood turning. What have you. So it's called Woodturners Journal, and it's on Facebook, and I will try to have a link on the video or below the video for you to go directly to it to join. It's starting to gain in popularity, so you know, all are welcome. Anyone who's even if you're just interested in woodworking and then you think down the road maybe you'd like to get into wood turning, or you're just interested in getting new ideas. You know, it could be a useful spot. So I want to thank everyone once again for watching my videos. Thanks for all the support. I get a lot of great comments from a lot of you out there, and I get a lot of great ideas, and keep them coming. I appreciate all of it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. There's a link usually in my videos. Somewhere in the corner there it'll come up. But anyways, follow that link. And thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.